From their machine gun rapid fire drum beats, that is Pantera with By Demons Be Driven, and a band that raised Chris from the dead, literally, Pantera.
Yeah, love me some Pantera, man.
What? Never heard of them.
I know.
Not on this show.
Sal was over here going, Chris got burned up and that's his favorite band. And, I just wasn't aware of Pantera. And I'm just like, dude, they changed the face of metal and hard rock of, in the 90s. And he's like, yeah, I gotta admit, in the face of grunge, they really made an impact at that time.
Gee, great observation, Sal.
Fuck, dude.
Wow. Got your head in the game, obviously.
Yeah, 30 years later, Sal just caught on.
Good catch, Sal. Jeez. Sal, there's another band I'd like you to take a look at. Led Zeppelin.
Metallica?
Yeah, Metallica. Dude, speaking of Metallica, I've been on kind of an old school Metallica kick lately because I'm really just
back when they were still good.
Back when they were still good, exactly. And I found this show from '94, and so it was right at the tail end. But oh my God, I posted it on our Gab page and our Minds page. It was from '94. And you want to talk about coming out swinging. They opened the show with Bread Fan and melted it right into Master of Puppets. That's the first two songs of the set of a show. They started with Bread Fan to Master of Puppets. How fucking intense is that?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, God damn it. And then they stayed pretty heavy. They played a heavy version of Wherever I May Roam and then took that right into Harvester of Sorrow.
Harvester of Sorrows.
When I YouTube that when I get back home, where's it at, Chris? Where's it?
It's on Gab. It's on gab.com/The Classic Metal Show or minds.com/Classic Metal Show. It's the most recent post I put on either. Yeah. And oh my God, I'm watching this thing and I'm like, this can't be the same four guys, or it's not, it's only three, but it can't be any of the same guys that I just saw last year. There's the guys that I saw last year that are going, hey, friends, we got a 9-year-old in the crowd. This is great. Those guys didn't exist here. It's all Hetfield going, come on, you fucking pussies.
26 fucking years ago. Time fucking flies, dude. Right?
Just fucking destroying the room, though. Just amazing.
No, they seek and destroy the room.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, and then they cut their hair the next year, was it?
Yeah, well, I guess Newstead started it because his hair's short on this tour.
Okay.
And then, but yeah, by '96 when they did the faggy photo shoot for Load, it was all cut.
The Metallic Cats.
Yeah, exactly. Hey guys,
the wine and cigars.
Out of my way, yeah. Ain't my bitch, no. As much as I like Metallica, I'll be the first one to say there is a lot of trash on that album. I like a lot of it, but there is a lot of crap. Wasn't The Unforgiven 2 is on that, I think.
Yep.
Bleeding
Me makes up for it all, though, on that fucking record, in my opinion.
You could take Load and Reload and make a pretty solid one record.
True.
There's some decent songs. There's enough decent ones to be okay. But man, oh man, some of that stuff is just dog shit. And this is from a diehard. I mean, I'm still a diehard fan. And just I hear some of those songs that come up that, Neeley, can you give me The Memory Remains? I know it's
The Memory Remains.
What were they thinking? Just
they were thinking that their fans would lick up whatever they put out. Like,
sure.
Right.
Sure.
Fortune, fame, mirror game, gone insane. Yeah. Oh.
actually like that song.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I did. It was. I mean, it was a slow drum beat. I mean,
Do you sing along at the end, Sal? Do you go na 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 na?
da, da, da. No, I don't.
Ah.
But the thing with the spinning when they did the video, that was kind of neat. And
Drift away.
So you didn't really listen to the song. You were more you were more enthralled with the video.
Well, I liked the song first, but then the video was semi-interesting. I know. Here's my metal wings, Chris. I'm leaving them here by Neeley's house.
Oh man,
you can
my metal card. My metal card will be left at the door.
You can swing by and pick them up, Chris, and dispose of them properly.
Oh my God!
In a burning ceremony, please.
Oh, memory remains.
I knew I'd catch shit for that.
That's not good by anybody.
Mirror vein, gone insane, but the memory remains.
Heavy drums. No problem with that.
Heavy rings on fingers wave.
Heavy rings on fingers wave.
What does that mean?
I don't know. What the hell does that mean?
Beats me. Another
star denies their grave.
Another star denies the grave. It's Alyssa Milano and her black face.
Right.
See, Jackal agrees with me in the chat, fellers.
What's he saying?
He likes that song too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not surprising.
And I will thank him for it.
Good. Thank him for it.
Yeah, one poor music fan to the other. I mean, this is the guy who worships Richie Blackmore, for Christ's sakes.
Jesus, you guys can listen to that and then jerk off to fucking Hush together. Jesus Christ.
2x4 or fucking bitch, whatever the fuck.
2x4 is another lousy song. Oh
I know.
Or even worse,
Filler.
The House That Jack Built.
Oh, I know. Jesus. I mean, were they on a deadline and they just had to like fucking throw anything down on tape?
Even if they were, they're fucking Metallica, for fuck's sake. Tell them to go fuck their deadline. They're the biggest selling band in the world at the time.
Yeah. We're going over deadline.
The House That Jack Built might be the worst Metallica. Give me some of that, Neeley. The House Jack Built. That is some real trash there. And again, this is coming from a worshiper of Metallica.
Yeah, me too, man. Seen him like a billion times. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, he's right. This is shit.
Here we go. Is this the same Jack that sold the beanstalk beans?
I think it might be. I don't know.
All right. I just wanted to put it in context.
It's Jack Meehofer.
Right.
Open door so I walk inside. Close my eyes, find my place to hide.
What are you talking about, James?
It's
Open door so I walk inside, close my eyes, find my place to hide.
I'm assuming it's a Jack the Ripper deal, but
okay.
Okay.
But I don't care what it is. It stinks. I always thought that this song was their attempt, and it's like a heavier attempt, but it really fails to match. What is the song by Stone Temple Pilots? Plush, the one with she's buried in the backyard. When the dogs they find her.
Yeah. Which is I used to love her.
Yeah.
But exactly. I have to tell her, so she's buried in my backyard.
They all just fucking steal from each other. But I always thought that this House That Jack Built was their attempt to get the success that Stone Temple Pilots had with Plush or Big Empty or whichever the song was with the dogs that smell her stinking rotten pussy corpse.
So they were trying to fucking co-opt that grunge fucking bullshit.
Well, yeah.
That's what they were capitalizing. They were trying to capitalize on that trend.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And the shake as I take it in. Let the show begin.
This is when the production value changed for Metallica. I mean, they went from Bob Rock, who kind of had the big arena sound per se, you know, the Dr. Feelgood sound, and then they went to this weird, stripped down, grungy.
This was Bob Rock, dude. This is Bob Rock.
I know, but
was
what they attempted to do is to make it more modern, I guess.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work.
Bob Rock is a bum. I'm just gonna.
He and Moogle hang out together
on the couch.
They probably do, because as maybe that I got to look him up before I say this, but he has a lot of albums that are out there that I do not like. Just the sound of his everything he did with Metallica. First of all, he did Saint Anger. That alone should get him to never work again, because that's fucking garbage. You know, the only thing I can really say that I actually liked that he did was Motley Crue off the top of my head. Feel Good.
Yeah, Dr. Feelgood.
Feel Good has a good sound. Well, okay, let's go through his list. I'll just read the ones that I think we all know, and then you guys can tell me if you think it has great sound or average sound or shit sound. Okay. Kingdom Come, self-titled.
Huh. Don't know it. Pass.
Neeley.
I'm not familiar with it, but go ahead.
Kingdom Come?
No,
I know of them, but I don't know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kingdom Come, the self-titled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Good disc, yeah.
Not brilliant.
No, but good. It's listenable. I mean, it sold a lot of discs.
Let's see. Here's one I know you like the album, but do you like the production? The Cult Sonic Temple.
Yeah, I love it. Love that disc. Love that disc.
Yeah.
Sal doesn't know that.
No, I remember the videos and shit. I wasn't a fan. I don't have their catalog, but he's right on the sound on that. Never saw him live, but yeah, okay.
Blue Murder, self-titled.
Love it. Love it.
Motley Feel Good, of course.
Yeah.
Here's one that all three of us can't stop playing. Loverboy Big Ones.
Fuck, he goes way back there, right?
Little Caesar, self-titled.
Of course.
See, I don't think that has great sound. I think it's kind of flat. Electric Boys, I guess he did do a lot of good records. Yeah. Electric Boys, Funko Metal Carpet Ride.
Yeah, that was the second one, wasn't it? Or was that the first one?
That's Lips and Hips.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Your Nation today.
That's Lips and Hips.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I hate the production on this one, as well as the songs, as well as the singer. David L. Roth, A Little Ain't Enough.
Yankee Rose or nothing.
Yeah, this is the one that had such classics as Sensible Shoes and the title track.
Well, was it the production, or you just didn't like the songs?
I thought the production sucked too. Give me a little ain't enough. The song, A Little Ain't Enough.
All right.
And then try to and I'll tell you what, let's play it back to back with, give me 30 seconds or so of A Little Ain't Enough, and then go back to back with 30 seconds or a minute or whatever of Yankee Rose.
Okay. Let's see here. David Lee Roth, A Little Ain't Enough. The song?
Yeah, the song.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Maybe.
never stop me from my singing a blues streak. No. I don't think the devil's ever gonna give me back. I don't think so.
So what don't you like about the production value of that?
It's thin, and it could have been the performance. I don't know, but when you listen to Yankee Rose, it's like so big. You know,
well, do you think the instruments are too far out in front and the vocals are too far in back, or what are you thinking?
maybe, or you know, and I hate to bash on Jason Becker because I know he's, you know, blinking his way through life, but you know, I mean, maybe it's just that Jason Becker's not as dynamic of a player as Vi, but Vi's playing just screams out on Yankee Rose and on every track on that album. But
all right, here's Yankee Rose.
all right.
Rose.
I'll take that all day long.
All right, let's go back to Little Ain't Enough.
All right.
Empty pockets never stop me from my singing a blues streak. No. I don't think the devil's ever gonna give me back.
All right, comparatively, what I'm hearing in my headphones, the music is way out front.
Yeah.
As opposed to Yankee Rose, it's pretty even vocal and music.
To me, A Little Ain't Enough is like lifeless playing. The performance. So maybe it's the performance and not the production, but the performance is so lifeless compared to Yankee Rose. Just makes you want to fucking bop your head and get into it, you know. And Little Ain't Enough. It's just,
so it's got a lot of life.
Yeah, exactly. And
all right.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to agree with that.
Bobby Kenneth in the chat room. Yankee Rose has more cocaine. Probably true.
All right. Here we go with Little Ain't Enough. Now I'm gonna say that A Little Ain't Enough is a lot fuller in the production value, but as far as like energy or you know, kind of makes you want to get into it. It's almost overwhelming.
It's mechanical.
Yeah, it is. I agree. That's kind of where I'm at. So here we go.
Empty pockets never stop me from my singing a blues streak. No. I don't think the devil's ever gonna give me back. I don't think so.
Big sound. A lot of really big on that. But Yankee Rose, I'm going to agree with you that it kind of has a lot more organic energy, perhaps, maybe.
Is it just the difference in the guitars, Chris, on that for you?
Well, and to be fair, I think the songs also stink. So
All right,
That's important.
all right, here's the energy is a lot higher in
Yeah.
Yankee Rose.
right.
Is that how you view it?
The energy is definitely higher, and I just think it just sounds better. Maybe it's because it's not so mechanical. Maybe because it sounds closer to what I saw when I saw him play it live. I don't know.
All right. It's a little more raw.
Yeah, which is I like that.
All right, cool. All right, cool.
Another album. I'm gonna skip through the Metallicas because we already hit those. But Bon Jovi, Keep the Faith.
The song or the album?
The album.
Okay.
I think that with that album, again, same thing. Some good songs. They're recorded okay, but they are mechanical as a motherfucker on that thing. All the life from New Jersey and Slippery is just gone. And it's just a flat. I mean, performance-wise, it's okay, but it's just flat.
He had made his millions at that point and was sleepwalking through this thing, you think?
I think Keep the Faith is a pretty good rocking song if you like Bon Jovi, but you know, I mean, and it also has their worst song of all time on it, Dry County, which is just a fucking miserable song. But even some of the other songs that were like hits, like In These Arms and Sleep When I'm Dead, like give me some Sleep When I'm Dead. That's fucking miserable. That sounds like something that John Mellencamp would have thrown out when it was in the demo form.
Cutting room floor.
It's fucking garbage. And it just sounds like a demo. It sounds like a well-recorded demo.
All right. Let's check that out. Here we go. Here she comes down, singing
exactly.
Monet.
Yeah. Billy Idol.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's not edgy at all.
No edge.
Oh God!
And again, and I'll go back to the same problem that I had with Little Ain't Enough. Very mechanical.
Yeah.
Just okay. Yeah, I can literally see him with his Pro Tools thing lining shit up just so that it lines up perfectly. And
well, to use a term, it's formulaic.
Very, very good term.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems to be one of his hallmarks. Let's see, what else do we? The Cult. I don't know the album, so the self-titled Cult album.
Yeah.
You good, bad?
For the Neeley.
All right. Well, let's take a call here. Alan Kill Caller, you're on the air.
I have to say I completely disagree with Chris.
All right.
I think Bob Ross
what a surprise, Tim. You like the most commercial bullshit out there, but go ahead.
I think Bob Rock is the greatest rock producer that's ever walked the face of the planet.
Wait a minute, Tim. The greatest ever?
Ever.
Absolutely. Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
So Mutt Lange gets nothing.
No, I believe Bob Rock's better than Mutt Lange.
Really?
You are a
Just
drug
because
addict.
AC/DC, Tim.
I know, but Bob Rock.
Bob Rock, what?
Those
Bob Rock, what?
those drums.
You do realize that Mutt Lange has 3 of the top 5 biggest selling albums of all time. You do realize that, right?
What's he got, a Garth Brooks album or some shit like that?
Shania.
You're right.
Shania.
You're right.
Is he married to her?
Right. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, it's his wife.
But Mutt Lange does not have that sound. I remember the first time I heard Dr. Feelgood, I lost my mind.
Tim, I'll let you go, but I said that Dr. Feelgood was the one album that he did that I really liked the production.
And Mutt did Def Leppard, right?
What about Motley Crue 94? There's never been a drum sound that has been that massive on a record ever.
Stop it.
I believe it with all my heart.
Stop it.
All your heart. Would you bet your daughter's life on it?
Team?
Oh, I don't want to. I wouldn't, she's my daughter.
No, Mike.
Be cautious with your words, Tim, because I'm about to chop your daughter's head off here. With how about the drum?
I love Bob Rock so much. On his drum sample.
Tim, do you have a boner right now talking about Bob Rock?
I love the guy, man.
Tim.
Team.
I love the 94 Motley album. Of course I do. But as far as you saying biggest drum sound of all time, I'm going to bring up the Def Leppard Hysteria record, which has huge drum sound. Are you kidding?
With the guy with one arm.
No. 94 is bigger. 94 is bigger.
Really?
And not only is it bigger, it's more distinctive.
How can it be more distinctive when a guy with one hand did it? Not more distinctive than a guy with one arm playing 4/4 time. At best, he could play 2/4. I'm going to agree with Jack. I'm going to shock everybody and agree with something Jackal said. Martin Birch better than Bob Rock.
No way.
Now, is Werman and Bo Hill, are they engineers or producers?
Bo Hill would get some credit, but I always found the Rat stuff to be just kind of formulaic. I like it, but it's
that team of Bob Rock and Randy Starr, untouchable.
Please.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, go.
I love Bob Rock so much.
Grammy worthy.
$800 on his drum samples. The guy is a genius.
You're insane. Tim, go back to rubbing one out to the Rockhead record. Okay?
Right.
Hold on, Tim, real quick. You love the Rockhead record too, don't you?
Yeah, he hung up.
Oh, damn it.
He is the king of pissing away money, isn't he?
Tim,
Wow.
I know. I wish I would do anything that Tim would overspend on. I would fucking rape that motherfucker's pocket.
Untouchable.
All right. So the cult, Neeley.
Now, see, I love the Cult, the band, but I was not a fan of this record.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to go back to this kind of like this electronic punk thing.
Okay.
And I didn't dig it at all.
Yeah, I never heard it, never will.
Well, I here's the weird thing. When this record came out, because I was such a fan of the Cult,
yeah,
I went to what was it? It was like Coconuts.
Okay.
That they actually sold tickets at the time because the Cult scheduled a tour.
Okay.
And I went to Coconut to go buy the tickets to the show there in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. And the guy goes, "Yeah, they're not on sale anymore because they broke up." I was just like, what?
Nice.
And he was just like, yeah, the cult broke up. Are you? And I was like, are you shitting me? And I said, they just got a brand new record out. And he goes, yeah, they broke up. So needless to say that that didn't happen. But okay, I got the cult here.
Yeah, there you go.
So what do you have a song? Any particular song?
No, I don't know any other songs. I'll just skip because I don't know. I don't know the album. And if we don't know the album, then we really don't have.
I know the album. I just didn't know if you had a song. This is the hit. It was just called Star.
All right, play the hit.
I didn't dig it. Didn't dig it at all. Here we go. Now, I'll admit it's loud.
It's got that
it's a loud record.
It's got that big drum sound that Tim jerks off to.
All right, here we go.
I believe in freedom, freedom and salvation of found religion. I humble myself just to get some respect here, get some respect here.
See, for me, the instruments are way out front.
Glad to see you save those drums so that Lars could use them back to
for Saint Anger.
Yeah. It sounds just like the Saint Anger drums.
It does. It's just like it's like he's banging on trash cans.
Yeah, that's fucking awful.
Empty.
Yeah, I didn't dig that record at all. When I got it, I was just like, man, I love the cult, but man, I am not digging this at all.
Here's one I love. Skid Row, Subhuman Race.
Oh, really? You dug that a lot?
I love that album.
All right, let's take a call here real quick.
All right.
Oh, he's gone. All right, they're gone. All right, Subhuman Race, not a big hit for Skid Row.
No, not at all, but I love it.
All right, so what do you like about this?
I like that it was darker. I like that they clearly wrote it after spending a lot of time with Pantera.
Well, that is true. I did see them with Pantera, so it was very clear that they were copying a lot of the influence there at all.
But it still had that Skid Row sound. I mean, like Beat Yourself Blind or My Enemy sounds like Skid Row, but then you have songs like Frozen that are just nasty. Good shit. I like that. I loved this whole album, and Medicine Jar and Subhuman Race have that sort of punk thing that Rachel Bolan always wanted to do in them. And, I was big into this album. I know it didn't sell dick. I was like the lone person that was into this. But
well, it was at the time when Skid Row was out of style.
Yeah, exactly. But I was a big fan of them.
All right. Hey, let's get a caller. You're on the air.
Hey, boys, when are you going to stop taking calls from queer cunts?
What's up, Ozzy?
In the LGBT, whatever.
What's up, Ozzy?
Plenty, mate. But I've been trying to call, but I'm off topic now.
That's all right. What do you want?
Talking about Bob Rock. Fucking, we're talking Eddie Kramer anyway.
Oh, he's a good one.
Kiss.
He did some work.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want these bastards taking 3 years to make a album, and then by the time you see the hysteria, the fucking drummer's only got one arm.
Ozzy, I got to ask you, my friend Sal has been hanging out with me this weekend, and we were kind of discussing the time zone. What time is it over there in Australia at the moment?
Well,
it's Wednesday.
Yeah, well, it's winter. I mean, all the states are the same. Queensland, we're the only ones that don't have that same. We don't change our clocks at all. Our fucking cows up here are normal, right?
Well, what time is it right now? You're on Sunday afternoon.
Right now it's 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon.
What day?
Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday. So Ozzy just came back from church. He went to church. He worshipped his God. And he's a very religious man. He doesn't smoke or drink or bang hookers at the local brothel, right, Chris?
Yeah, apparently not.
But his taste in his mouth is like a little bit of dick, right?
What are you talking about?
So see, Chris, young Chris over here would love to visit your country, because you have the most liberal brothel situations over there, right?
Love that.
Absolutely. At the moment, no one's sort of really touching the Chinese girls, so you can I've been getting 2 of them for the price of, say, 1 Malaysian.
Really? So the COVID has kind of killed the pricing structure?
You've got your people there, oh, fuck.
You got a
he's got to go home to his wife. What if he's got the fucking, whatever? And it's like, hey, come on, girls, you're all right.
So have you visited a brothel since the COVID-19 virus, Ozzy?
Yeah, that's only just the brothels have just really been open for about 3 weeks. The girls have been running ads in the local paper. They've increased now as well, but they've been in there for 6 weeks. And otherwise, I know which rights on in the area are available and their hubbies are out or whatever.
Are you maintaining 6 feet apart, Oz?
Sorry?
Are you maintaining 6 feet apart social distancing, sir? At the brothel?
Yeah, Well, they're conditioning us now. That's what they want,
Well, let me ask you, Ozzy, have you physically banged a hooker at a brothel since the COVID-19 has hit?
Correct.
You have. How many times?
Once.
Did you?
Like 2 weeks ago. Otherwise,
did you
just come down to the house?
Did you make her take it doggy style so that she wouldn't breathe on you?
No, I didn't. No.
How many pounds or sterlings or whatever?
I just said to her, take that fucking mask off.
Yeah.
Whoa. So wait a minute. So she took all her clothes off but her mask?
No. A lot of people here, like where I live, is literally Chinatown, and all Asian, nations here, pretty much. And there's people here still wearing masks, and whatever.
But you don't.
I've been talking to some suppliers in China, and they are that delusional. I can still contact them via email, but when he tells me his version, and I say to him, buddy, he's getting the wrong. Yeah, they're getting the wrong info. He's telling me, it's fucking. There's going to be a rainbow and a pot of gold at the end of it.
All right, Ozzy, you're straying way off the important topic of fucking hookers. Let's keep it focused on the horse here for a minute. So you go to the brothel, the chick comes in. When the chick comes in, does she have a mask on? No. Okay.
Does she have a mask on her pussy?
With a peeky hole.
Yeah. for a little while.
For a little while.
Does she need it?
Oh, for whenever you want it fucking removed with your teeth or whatever.
Do you wear a mask on your dick?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Please tell me you're wrapping your dick, dude. For God's sakes.
You know, but there's you know, coming as you know, there's more sluttier chicks that are like, you can do anything to me. The only thing they won't do is fucking up the anal.
All right, Ozzy, I want you to be honest. I don't want you to sugarcoat it. I want you to be real here.
Mhm.
You kiss these girls, don't you?
What'd you say?
Kiss.
Sorry?
Oh, kiss them. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You've kissed them. You've kissed these hookers, right?
Absolutely. After I've watched them, and they got showers in there, and most of them, 90% of the time, the girls want you to have a shower before anything happens anyway.
Well,
And that's where the party starts. It starts wet and ends up dry and then wet again.
well, Ozzy, do you put your mouth on the cooter smile?
Knew that was coming.
I have on before the COVID, but now I've taken a step back.
So do you think the COVID is more prevalent on the cooter smile than actually kissing her mouth to mouth?
Well, see, I don't believe the whole mask thing's just to fucking line someone's pocket with money. I mean, you know, this virus can go through any part of your. I've never worn a mask here. If you have a cigarette in your mouth, that cloud of smoke just disperses the virus.
All right, hold on, Ozzy. What time of day generally do you go and visit these brothels? Morning, night, what?
Well, they've only recently opened some 24/7 now. So,
well, when do you go? What time?
Whenever I'm working, like tonight, I've got a lot of work on. I've got some orders to do. I'm in negotiations with Taiwan, like as looking at what I'm going to do with my product.
All I asked was what time of day,
etc. So, we go 2 in the morning and I'll feel a bit bugged and need a massage and a happy ending and whatever.
2 in the morning.
Well, possibly. Like I slept a lot of today.
Of course you did.
do you realize?
I'm pretty much like Chris's lifestyle, where you work from home, and you know your time clock goes out of whack, and some mornings you're eating dinner. You know.
Do you realize how many cocks have blown a load in that mouth or in that cooter that you're fucking going down on by 2 in the morning?
Ugh.
I try to take that out of me head.
Oh, nice.
If I
great.
can't do it,
I try to block that out.
Yeah.
if I don't think
But
about
a lot
Makes
of
it
them
all better.
won't allow
Makes it all better. Oz.
a load in their mouth for anal.
well, if I don't think about it, it doesn't exist. Is that how it goes on me?
Puts a rubber on his
I've
tongue.
had some girls here where they lay there and they go like just like and then go, all right, do whatever you want. And I'm like, and she goes, I'm looking to get this money to pay for my uni, and she says, so I'm blocking this out. Like, but you can do whatever you want to. So she's doing it for money, as in it's not a pleasure thing for her. But then you get your fucking slutty ones, of course.
Ozzy, I think you're the slutty one here. Jesus Christ, yeah. Would you lick a jar full of cum?
Hey, look, man. I mean, hey, the government's giving me money. I've got to spend it. I've got to get the economy going. I've got to get these girls working.
Damn right. Fuck yeah.
Well, they need jobs.
well, Ozzy, let me ask you something. What position do you typically take with one of these brothel chicks? Do you like missionary style? Do you take her from behind? What usually works best for those chicks? What do they, want from you, or what do they go? I won't do this or that.
They're that fucking light. They're that light. You can spin them around on your finger like a basketball.
So they sit on top and ride your dick. Is that the deal?
It's whatever you want. If I'm bugging and I'm just laying there, fucking, I'm like, or sometimes I've got that energy perk and fucking a bit of doggy, mate.
So when you've got her on top, do you like her on top when she's facing you, or are you into the like reverse cowgirl thing?
Well, I like Asian women, but only a specific. So many are hot. I've been down there, and the fella goes, "Oh, we've only got 3 or 4 girls." So I wait there. All 3 or 4 are fucking. I'm like, nah, I ain't looking at that. And I'm out of there.
How many?
Some resemblance of a fucking standard.
How many girls can you have at once?
What? How deep are your pockets?
Well, how deep are your pockets, Aussie?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not paying any maintenance or anything like that. So, I've got money, for funds or whatever. So
if you
for $100 or whatever, that's like cheap. So we'll drink that in 2 nights,
How much would it cost for you and 3 Asians today, or 4, since you get a buy one get one free?
Well, that would be a total different thing. I would tee that up to happen at my house.
All right. How much would it cost? How much would it cost?
I reckon 250, 300, but you just got to get, if you get one bad one, they loiter around. They go, fuck, this guy, he's got money, and it's like, hey, you got a fucking, I'm in a 2-story house. I could just probably fit a couple of containers of China people in here, so they must probably go, actually, right at this moment, I need a fucking housemaid. I'm actually thinking of running an ad for a live-in housemaid, and a bit of happiness, and she'll get the gist and whatever.
So you're going to have a live-in whore. Is that the deal?
Well, exactly. I mean, how are you going to get a porn site going if you're having like footage? I've got all the rooms ready to roll. Come on, we're going to have the students here.
Oh,
those students, they come here, you film them, you put them on the net. They're back in Korea. They don't even know they're on the net.
Shit.
There's your content, Chris.
Sounds good to me. Let's go into business. I happen to own a little website called Cooter Smiles, ready for you.
Yes, he does.
Fuck. And I've got a story about that. But anyway,
well, tell us your story, Ozzy. Don't leave us hanging here.
Well, when I was living in LA with my 2 mates, they said to me, one thing they taught me was to be grounded, because one of them worked at the Riviera Country Club. So these guys were mingling with people. I was in a fucking movie. I mean, that's even another story. But anyway,
what movie is
I
that?
would go to places and they would like, you shut the fuck up. You don't say anything, blah, blah. Like one day we went out to the tennis club and he goes, come on, quick. Agassiz out there with Brooke Shields. Okay, let's go, because he wasn't working that day. So out there we flew out to the tennis club, and sure enough, there's Agassiz. I'm watching him train. And I mean, that club's like a fucking $500,000 membership fee or something. And he's like, before we left, he said, put these fucking gay little tennis socks on, take that fucking headband off, and you cut off jeans, and don't you dare fucking light a cigarette. And we went there, and sure enough, Agassiz practicing. And for me, that was the first time I'd been so close to see a professional tennis player. And the fellow who was playing with him, I was like, fuck, they really do. You know, it is fast, you know, because I actually enjoy tennis and watch it. And Brooke Shields sitting on the opposite side in the centre of the court. Not once did she ever look up to watch him practice. She was reading a magazine. And there was about half a dozen little rich kids there, and they sort of wrapped it all up. And Brandon said, fuck. And mind you, this is in, 96? Or not, yeah, 96. And, you know, before cameras and all that. So, you know, he goes, don't take your phone and all that. But he said, here, you may as well go out there, because the half a dozen little kids went out there and you know, said g'day to him and whatever. And he said, you take a tennis ball. I took a tennis ball out there, and I actually got him to sign it, which he did. And I've still got that tennis ball today. But as I stood there, she's got up, Brooke Shields, and walked over, and man, she looked fucking rough. Like,
Really?
oh, I wouldn't have even turned around to look at her, you know, and they just walked off, and boom, and yeah, so he sort of kept me like grounded in that sense. So connecting that now to the porn story, it was Super Bowl one year, and he says, we're going to watch Super Bowl, you know, don't be a fuckhead, keep grounded. If anyone actors there or something, you know, just, you know, I kind of got used to that, see, because he used to caddy for golf as well, my mate Brandon, who I still see. So he'd come home and go, I caddied for Ron Howard today. I caddied for Bill Clinton today. I caddied for Jack Nicholson. So he told me all the ones that tipped him big, and I can give you a big list of who are tight-ass tippers and not. And, yeah, I kind of got grounded. But anyway, he said, the guy we're going to today is the biggest porn. He created, like, got this whole porn industry going. And he's just bought Paul Stanley's house from Kiss. And I said,
Okay.
get the fuck out of here, because he knew my passion for that. You know, it's the first time I ever saw them on the reunion tour when I went to LA for them. But anyway, he said, so make sure you fucking go there and sit on the toilet seat where Paul Stanley wrote, I was made for loving you, and you fucking rub one out.
What?
And sure enough, I did.
Exactly.
And this guy, he was, got to Paul Stanley's house, tons of people there, chicks that were just fucking gorgeous. And within 15 minutes, I haven't seen me teammate for a few hours, and I start wandering around and what have you. And every door I open, people are like, I know the Aussie guy, come on in here, and they're shooting up like needles and all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, no,
What are you
everything.
talking about? What the fuck are you
I mean,
talking
you know,
about, dude?
hey, look,
Needles?
and anyway, so I'm looking for them, and I finally, every room in this house has got fucking TVs, you know, going and whatever. I finally open up the main bedroom, and here's this guy in the center of the bed who's huge. He was probably as big as your Subway pedophile dude.
Chris, you following anything?
And I'm lying next to him on either side, and they're watching, you know, like the Super Bowl. And, you know, he's the Aussie mate and all that. And I've been downstairs shooting pool, talking to the most beautiful fucking chicks downstairs and beers and whatever. And anyway, the first thing Brady goes, oh, here's me Aussie mate. He goes, he doesn't believe this is Paul Stanley's house.
Right.
Right? And I said, no. So this big porn fella says, just reach over there into the side desk and open that drawer up and have a look. So I open the drawer up, and there's a whole lot of unopened bills to Paul Stanley. You know, and then says that I know you'd be coming. Yesterday, a truck pulled up with like 6 or 8 guitars. And I told him, no, we're not here anymore.
Right.
And he said, I would have told him to drop the lot off and you could have taken them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but what does
and then I did go down to the toilet and rub one out.
Yeah. But what does any of this have to do with the Live to Win album, Ozzy?
Oh my God, Ozzy. You went from Andre Agassi to Brooke Shields to
needles and shit.
To taking needles to Paul Stanley's house to a porn actor.
I only took, funnily enough, I only took, I had a conventional camera with film. I only took like about 2 or 3 photos. And one's downstairs.
Unauthorized.
Backyard, and I think that one was from the top level where I went up in the elevator. I could look over, what's his name, LA from the Hollywood, and I took like a photo there, which is like anyway. But when we got home,
and
he mate Brandon says he'd get me to run down to Ralph's in the video store and grab my fucking porn movie or something, you know. And he gave me a specific name of a couple. Boom, Ramsey's, 2 kilo of salsa and fucking 5 kilo of corn chips. He's like, man, and I'm watching this porn, and these girls, all in these porns, were the ones I was talking to.
Oh my God!
I was like, okay, and
it's dinner time there. And I was like, 8 p.m. this time.
Go ahead, Ozzy. Sal, stop interrupting, please.
I would have taken her home to Mum. Is that decent?
Mom.
Yeah. But it was Paul Stanley.
One story, anyway.
Was Paul Stanley in the movie?
That guy, he made all his money, and he's dead now, though. Because I've been in touch with Brandon ever since '96, and I can't confirm, but I remember one phone call where he said, that guy, he said he is dead now.
Oh.
Yeah, well.
And he set all that porn up, and so my mate Brandon knows people and whatever. So I just thought, well, if you're looking at this porn thing,
killing Neeley.
My mate would know some contacts.
I'm with you 100%.
I should have got his fucking autograph.
You should have.
He's starting to tear up over there.
You should have. Why didn't you?
Ozzy, I don't think I've ever heard such an insane story.
Yeah. No, dude, it's not a story. It's a rant. It's a fucking rant. It's not a story. A story has structure, right, Chris?
I have never
a beginning, a middle, and an end.
I have never heard anyone rant anywhere from Andre Agassi to Brooke Shields to a porn star to Paul Stanley to his mansion to going to a video store.
Don't forget needles. Don't forget needles.
And shooting needles.
Yeah.
And getting autographs.
Yeah.
One thing
somebody died. Somebody fucking died.
Would go down there.
Oh my God, Ozzy, you're killing me here.
Oh my God, dude.
Well, that's just one. One
story.
But I do have a good photo. I know the one good photo I've got is maybe the pool table and like the backyard sliding doors. So
you have a pool table in your backyard?
Well,
if I put that photo in front of Paul Stanley, he'd fucking go, that's my whole backyard. It spit him out for a minute anyway.
Maybe he'd write a song about it.
Oh,
There's
no.
a lot of history behind it. Holy fuck.
Oh my
People!
God. Ozzy, you don't get out
that's
much.
Just one story.
That's quite a story.
What else you got, Ozzy? You got another story?
It is.
Bonus time.
For me at the time, I was like,
oh my God,
this is fucking like it. That was fucking, I was spinning out. I mean, they're my favourite band of all time. So I've never jumped off the wagon, or anything. I never pushed anyone when they jumped off. But to be there, and he's like, it's Paul Stanley's house, and and all that. You know, like he's into sports. Paul Sandy to him's like just a singer or whatever. You know, like so. But when the chubby guy, or should I say the over chubby guy, said, "Brad, you know, out in the envelopes," and I looked and I wish now I grabbed a couple of those letters even. He wouldn't have chased me anywhere. But, yeah, interesting story.
I say.
And the girls, I was just surprised how, you know, hoary they were on the video. And I'm
Neely's beating up his chair.
The nicest girl ever. I didn't get any like, it was like, go there, shut the fuck up, don't fucking get out of control, you're nobody here, you know the story, fucking blah blah. And that's how it was. So I didn't ask questions.
Bob Rucker, barbed wire.
Clearly that was the last time you shut the fuck up, right?
Sally or whatever, and she's in fucking, you know, hard-fisted 3 or whatever, you know, like.
Hard-fisted.
I gotta be honest with you, Aussie. I have no idea what you've said in the last 15 minutes.
That makes 2 of us, I think, Chris.
I followed right along. What's wrong with you two?
Oh
Do
my
I have to bring it down for you?
You told me that like these chicks were there. I must probably would have gone out and bought DVDs and got the cover signed or something.
Right. Exactly, Ozzy. I'm with you.
Oh my
Well, I
god!
would have done too.
Oh, fuck me. I tell you.
You know, because I'm into the collectors merchandise.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I did have a go at Brandon. I said, Brandon, you could have told me. I could have had fucking the Ibanez Iceman here now.
Oh
You
my
know,
god! I am
Jesus.
dying here.
Just think of if you could have gotten yourself one of those vaults and you could have taken the vault to this house or fuck on Paul Stanley's pool table on top of a vault.
I hope this is being recorded for the ages.
there was nothing for me to steal. I couldn't steal the toilet roll holder.
He could have.
And go, you know, or whatever. But it was a buzz for that time that I was there. It was a buzz, but for 3 hours prior, before I got told and confirmed that, I just thought I was in someone's house with a ton of fucking chicks, and all these people are more excited to watch adverts than a game.
That's terrible.
So, yeah. That's what I mean. I've met a lot of other people there, but
oh yeah, who else?
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, Ozzy, I think you smoked too many of those Chinese cigarettes coming over in those containers.
The Wuhan cigarettes.
I don't. The brand I buy here are made in Hong Kong.
About it.
Oh my god!
Tell
But
us
they're called double happiness, right?
Tell us all about it.
Please.
About what?
It's the brand.
Anything.
Trump's fixing the fucking world that China poisoned.
Oh.
I've got no idea how anyone could not vote for Trump. He is just common sense. If you don't vote for Trump, you're fucking un-American.
Will you
I know this.
Will you be voting for Trump, Ozzy?
I sent over fucking a couple of bags of sending votes.
Did you?
No, I know this.
I wrote fucking doghouse on them all.
Oh, god damn.
All I know is after listening to this phone call, I know Ozzy's got the answers.
Sage wisdom.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Lots of common sense coming there.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
Ozzy,
thanks for providing me with 30 minutes of the best entertainment I've had since the COVID hit.
Oh, dude.
You know, so I mean,
No more, Ozzy. No.
Yeah, whole fanboy thing is not that I met him there or anything, but Yeah, I got grounded by these two fuckers, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, fuck.
Jesus.
I just, you know, it would have been nice to have it. It would have been nice to have a digital camera because back then you did, when you had only 24 in there, you knew exactly how many you had left. You made sure that shot was going to happen in a way.
What the fuck?
That's what I was thinking all along.
Yeah.
If you would have just had the digital camera, there'd be hundreds of pictures,
Read Chris's mind.
right?
I just can't believe that I didn't go. I should have gone, hold on, he must have a fucking cellar or, you know, something like there must have been something lying around.
I'm telling you, you fucked up, man.
Because
You fucked up.
yeah, I just feel no, I didn't care. Like, you know, I didn't care about that. So
Yeah, I'm telling you.
anyway, so yeah, so fellas, I thought I'd ring in and just say that, you know, whatever the fucking the pole smoker, the pole fellow, the Aussie Sydney guy.
Well, you made a lot more sense than he did, Ozzy. I'll give you that.
Holy shit.
Okay, so yeah.
All right, Ozzy.
He obviously sold that house just before the reunion, I suppose.
I guess. Well, Ozzy,
It wasn't the flashiest house in the street.
Ozzy, I think your brothel manager is calling.
No, Chris, you'll have to proofread the first chapter.
All right, bring it on.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah. This fucking head will explode.
I'd love to.
Oh my God.
Chris will do the forward.
Come on.
Bring it. That's fine. Ozzy, I could listen to you tell stories all night long. I feel like I just did.
I don't think I've laughed this hard forever.
You'll need more time when I start about the movie that was made. You see?
Ozzy, I'm going to invite you to call in next week at noon, and you can have the rest of the show, noon your time. You could just tell stories all night long.
Oh my God.
One more show.
I think, America, I will admit, the first day I arrived in America, my mate Mark picked me up from the airport with his girlfriend, and I walked into the apartment, and he said to me, the first thing he said to me was, have you ever used a gun? And I'm like, fuck no, you know. And he's going, well, I'm going to show you where it is, show you how to clock it and load it. So if any fucking queer cunt comes to the door, you just shoot him.
Of course. Exactly.
That was my first.
Really?
And this is a fellow that I knew who dated my sister when he was over here playing baseball or that nonsense, you know.
So your sister was involved. I see.
Yeah, exactly. I caught that too.
But when he came over here and played on a scholarship baseball, that's how I met him. He was going to a gym that my sister worked at, and basically she started dating him. My sister called me up one night and said, "You know that American I'm dating?" Because I didn't have a lot to do with her really.
Yeah.
And she said, well, he needs a bit of weed. Can you get him some weed? And I got him weed twice while he was here. And I never, charged him. I never charged him or anything. And I just remember when I wrote to him, before I left England, I thought, how am I going to get into America? So I wrote to him because I had one company that...
Right.
We'll let you know.
There's no way. And mind you, this was back when phone calls were... From the UK to Oz were like, $88 for 3 seconds.
Expensive, yeah.
So that was always wasted on Mum crying.
Yeah, well, Mom's. What's she crying about?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, Mum's like,
but why? But why?
Anyway, my sister said, here's his address. I doubt he's going to write back to you. First thing I wrote in the letter was, hey, you remember me? I'm the guy who got you pot and you fucked my sister.
Oh my God.
Right?
Oh
Right.
my God. Oh my God. Holy shit.
He wrote back immediately.
I would have wrote right back too. How dare he say something like that, right?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And, well, and as you know, I ended up becoming more better mates with his friend, Brandon, who was living in the El Segundo.
That's Brandon, right? Mm-hmm.
That's Tommy Lee's son.
Oh,
Brandon's
God,
in Vegas.
He's in Vegas now?
He's living in Vegas. That's where I'm going to spend, once I set up there with this product of mine, I'll spend half a year here, half there.
That's a good idea.
Or something, or whatever, I don't know.
Me either. I have no idea.
Oh my God. Ozzy, how long has it been since you've been out of the house and actually had contact with other people?
Yeah, exactly. Not kangaroos, not fucking kangaroos and hyenas.
Yesterday I went into the city to a record fair.
Oh.
Really? Did they throw you out because you wouldn't shut up?
That's right.
Yeah. I bought some CDs for $1
Well,
each.
yeah, what'd you buy, Ozzy? What did you buy?
Yeah.
What CDs did you buy for
Yeah,
$1 each?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Ones that I can't download.
Ah, well, like what?
Okay, I'll tell you what I got.
Right.
Jumping Blind.
It's been a long time. You forgot. Apparently.
Rod Stewart, my copy was shit.
Ah,
The
good.
Cure, Galore, their hits from in the 90s.
Cure. Okay.
You like some of this? 38 explosive crackers from the big day out. And actually, I think Metallica's on that.
Well, I've been looking for that one.
Grammy Award winning, Neeley? Grammy Award winning.
Ozzy, I want to be clear. You said the big day out. Ozzy, you said big day out version of 38.
Short music for short people. 101 punk bands playing 30-second songs.
Oh my God, you found that somewhere?
For $1, no less.
And this one, it's got a clown
Yes, he
shitting
did.
into a cereal bowl. Honest Don's greatest shit.
Greatest shits?
What?
What?
Honest Don's
Greatest shits?
DONS greatest shit.
Honest Don's greatest shit.
On the back.
Chris heard the same thing I did.
I,
Greatest
I
shits.
bought Goldfinger are a local act. I actually know a guy in that band. 5 years on the street. Face Blink 182, Boxer, the Hippos, and more.
Wow.
Blink 1.
So,
Dude, how in the world have I missed out on Honest Don's greatest shits all these years?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, Chris, get on board,
man.
will you?
Jesus.
It's out there on YouTube and everything.
It's got huge hits on it too. Diesel Boy,
No,
Teen Idol.
huge shits on it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got the Chicks Dig It song in the restaurant.
Scat.
I like that song. I like that song 100% Woman by Hagfish.
Yeah, exactly. It's got Limp, Mad Caddies.
Yeah, Cup of Tea by Mad Caddies. Goddamn right.
Mad Caddies.
Tearing everyone down, the anti-flag classic.
Yeah, it's been ages since I heard that one.
Fuck.
Do you remember, Neeley, do you remember Flag Classic by Limp?
And this is the one I want to listen to. That 101 bands playing 30-second songs.
Oh, that sounds really compelling.
Yeah.
I was probably like a bit more punk music than.
Yes. I don't want to go to the party by the Riverdales.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a fair bit of pussy around too because it's school holidays here.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been quite a call, Ozzy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got that right.
So yeah, and I I caught a cab home, which was a fucking Negro.
Nathan makes a good point. What's this costing you on your end? About $1 a 30-second bit?
Oh my God.
Well, no, I don't know what the other fellow gets, but I get a recorded message saying this is not a free call, and it's one.
I bet.
You know, it'll be charged to my account or whatever.
It's been about $60 well spent, Ozzy.
Yeah, exactly. 80 quid.
I'm
Whatever the
not.
fuck
No,
you guys
they're
use now.
playing on with me whole
Whatever you
internet
use.
and or what have you. This call most probably will be cheaper than me ringing someone here locally on a mobile.
Ah, good. Well, what exactly
True.
does it cost to ring somebody local, Ozzy?
Mobile.
I'm very curious.
On a mobile.
On a mobile.
Mobile.
Yeah.
Or it'll cost me $6 or something. It's like,
My
yeah, it's fucking cheap. it would be off peak now too.
Oh, off peak? You guys still do that, huh?
Well, I'm ringing where? Chicago?
Yes.
That's me. I'm right here. What's up, man?
Guns.
What about it?
You'd be busy with the guns there at the moment, wouldn't it?
I couldn't hear you. What
Uh,
about the guns?
Just say yes.
Yeah,
busy
yeah,
there with
sure.
the
Yeah,
guns.
shootings. Yeah, Orange Man bad, the whole bit.
Shooting
It's a big
50 a weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was a hot, warm, long weekend, and I had the over and under odds at 500. The fellas beg to differ.
Now you're sounding like him. Jesus.
Number will be clocking in on Monday, and I will duly be reporting said number.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my.
All right, Ozzy. I think your brothel manager is tapping you on the shoulder. He's got some Asian pussy for your
Okay.
rating.
Okay, absolutely. All right then, fellas.
All right, man.
All right. Well,
Alex, go fuck you, pal. Hey, John!
Wow.
I have absolutely no idea
Wow.
what was discussed in that last 40 minutes.
Yeah.
45 minutes and
Yeah.
no one has a clue what was
Yeah.
said.
Wow.
I have no idea what he was talking about.
Holy
Nothing.
fuck.
That was fantastic.
That was the most insane phone
Rant.
call I have ever heard in my life.
And by insane, you mean best.
Holy shit.
That was stunning.
That
Oh.
was stellar.
Was he eating the cooking sherry a little too much?
Oh
What the
my
fuck?
God.
Jesus fuck.
My eyes are burning from laughing and crying over here.
Beating up your chair over there, man.
He was just on. I don't know. Neil, I think you hit it on the head. He has not been around people in a while.
He just
Oh.
unloaded.
Yeah, but who knows what he said?
I have no
exactly.
idea.
I don't think he knows what he said.
He just needed to talk to somebody.
Oh my god.
My goodness.
That was amazing.
One flew over the fucking cuckoo's nest.
That was
character, man.
amazing.
Jeez.
Well, I know of 40 minutes of the best of that's already been written.
Jesus Christ. I've never heard anything like that.
Whoa.
All
Fuck.
right.
Wow.
Well, we've given everybody about 25 minutes of bonus time, so we're going to get out of here.
Yeah.
We want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July, Independence Day. Go out there and enjoy the freedoms and the liberties this country still has to offer. Appreciate everybody who's tuned in and been a part of the show, especially you, Aussie Ace.
Yeah, no kidding.
We know you're a Trump fan as much as we are, but holy shit,
Oof.
nothing will ever top that. So, I think in honor of you, Ozzy, I'm going to end the show with some Who. I'm gonna leave you with some Going Mobile.
There you go. Mobile.
Chris and I will be back next Saturday. I want to thank our friend Sal for hanging out with us and being part of the show.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you both.
And we'll come back and we'll do it all over again. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Have a safe, enjoyable week. So until next Saturday night, this is Neeley along with my very good friend.
Chris Hagan.
And we are gone.
Bye, kids.